former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Off the play fake, it's Namath. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Hold on a second, was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get after the catch. Job there, showing good hands. And
right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Saints nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The field ready to get their drive started. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Namath to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming.
Hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From just shy of midfield, Namath. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going up top for Cup.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little dead. They read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a give to White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's White, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 61 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip.
Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 1st and 10 now, Namath.
Here's a screen to Powell. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Namath. And going deep for Hill. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 60 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Mean Joe Green forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 84 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, Namath. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Namath's throw here, hauled in by Kupp. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
To throw on first down is Namath.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham. That's complete to John Ross. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Cunningham. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Larry Wilson. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Namath. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and 11 now. Namath. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Namath. This is caught. It's Cooks. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. Oh, now Namath unable to get away, and they got him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Namath. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st down, here's White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. White, he'll try the left side. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. White running to the left. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.